Today I'm working on a remote for my SimpliSafe system. It's one of the key fobs that you see here, and I believe the batteries have run dead in it. I went on the website, and apparently these aren't meant to come apart and have the battery replaced. There was a fellow who had a video on YouTube about this, and he pried it open from the sides, which kind of tore it up a little bit. But what I did was I came at it from underneath, back where the loop is with the screwdriver, and I'm slowly popping this thing apart. Let me reposition the camera and I'll show you what I'm doing. Okay, if I can get this on the camera good. I'm just slowly working my way in from the back, trying not to damage the clips on the side. You can kind of hear it as it comes apart. These little clips on the side pop. There's the battery. You can see the battery in there. Let me get a little closer so you can see it. You can see the batteries in there. I'm just slowly pulling this thing, hoping that there's one more little set of clips that'll allow this thing to come apart without breaking it. You know, you never want to force plastic, because you force plastic and you'll regret it. Just slowly working, trying not to tear this thing up. There's the battery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shake that battery out, and you can probably see if I aim the camera down that I got the battery out. And I'm going to use this screwdriver to kind of hold this thing open for a minute. Let me reposition the camera here. I've got a screwdriver holding this piece open so we can see what kind of battery we have here. Workbench, there's a lot of light glaring around. Looks like a DL2032. Let me see if I have one. I'll be right back. Okay, looking in my tool chest here, and I have, that's a 2032, and I happen to have a pack of 2032s right here. So let me get one of these out and we'll see if we can't replace this. Okay, after a little work, they make it very difficult to get these out of the package. I have got a new battery out, and now I'm going to attempt to slide it back in where it came from. Let me reposition the camera and see if we can't maybe get some footage of this. So there's a little spring, you probably can't see it, that presses along the positive side of the battery. So I'm going to slide this back in, hopefully on camera, to where it goes, into its little recess. There it went. And you can see I've got it sandwiched back in there again. And I'm going to slowly close this back up. And if you notice, I was able to do this without, let me get a better view here, without tearing the thing all to pieces with a screwdriver. So now let's go see if it works. Okay, well, it wasn't the battery. I've put the battery in two different directions, and I know these batteries are good. So it's not the battery, so there's something else going on here. So I'm going to shake out the new battery so I don't get it mixed up with the old one. And see if I can't get this to come apart just a little more. Let me aim this down a little bit. See if we can see anything else inside. I'm not sure which one of the kids was using this one originally, but I'm just slowly taking my time. Like I've said before, don't force plastic. Now with the battery out, I may have to, you know what, I hadn't thought about that. I may have to reprogram this. So let me put this back in again. Now that I think about this, I may have to pair this back up with a system, which I wish I'd have thought of before I started cracking this case apart a little more, but I didn't. So I'm going to try to put this battery back where it goes. We'll go try to repair this. By repairing it, I mean letting the system know that this is part of it, you know, pairing it up, just like you do a cell phone to your vehicle. I'll be right back. Okay, that was the problem. I just needed to repair it to the system, and now it works just fine. And as you can tell, I did not tear the unit up trying to do this. So even though SimpliSafe says it's, these things aren't designed to have the battery change, you can change the battery. Just approach it from the back side with a screwdriver, not going in too far. You don't want to damage things, but don't go along the edge because you'll just tear it up. Okay, hope this was helpful. Now we have a new key fob that works.